Stay empowered and make your voice count. In the next few minutes, we'll guide you through every step needed to confirm your voter registration status in Maryland. Whether you're gearing up for an upcoming election or simply ensuring your voter information is current, this guide is your key to easy and stress-free voting. That quote right there really captures our core mission for this explainer. Maryland's fundamental goal is making voting accessible to all eligible voters. Knowing your status is that absolute crucial first step in making sure your voice is actually heard. So we've pulled together everything directly from official state resources to make navigating this process incredibly seamless for you. Okay, here's our game plan. We're going to cover understanding Maryland voter registration, the specific steps to check your status, troubleshooting common issues, registering or updating your information, and finally, we'll wrap up with some additional resources and tips. Let's get right into it. Section 1. Understanding Maryland voter registration. Before you can check your status, you really need to know the baseline rules of who can actually cast a ballot here in the Free State. So when you think about voting age, you probably think 18, right? Well, in Maryland, the magic number to keep in mind is actually 16. That's right. You can pre-register to vote at just 16 years old. And it gets better. If you're 17, you're actually permitted to vote in a primary election, provided you'll turn 18 by the subsequent general election. It's just a brilliant way to get young folks engaged early on. Now, beyond being a U.S. citizen and a Maryland resident of age, there's a really critical detail here regarding felony convictions. You cannot be currently serving a court-ordered sentence of imprisonment. But a lot of people mistakenly think a past conviction is a lifelong ban. Not true in Maryland. Once you have completed your term of imprisonment, your right to vote is automatically restored. Moving on to Section 2, Steps to check your status. Let's see how you navigate the official voter lookup tool to verify you're actually in the system. Checking your status online is basically a breeze if you follow this 3-step procedure through the state's secure portal. First, head over to the official State Board of Elections voter lookup website. Second, punch in your first name, last name, date of birth, and zip code. And third, provide a specific identifier, either your Maryland Motor Vehicle Administration ID number or just the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. Now, here is a massive pro tip for you, and please don't skip this. The system is incredibly strict. Your personal information has to exactly match what the Motor Vehicle Administration has on file. So if you go by Jim, but your driver's license legally says James, or maybe you got married and haven't updated your name across the board yet, the system might not find you. Always use your exact legal name. All right, Section 3, Troubleshooting Common Issues. What exactly do you do if the system just can't find you? So you've typed everything in perfectly, and bam, you hit a digital wall. You can't find your record, or you're seeing outdated info. First off, don't panic. There are a few totally normal bureaucratic reasons why your record might be hiding from the online portal. Oftentimes, you're just facing a simple digital delay. See, while the online portal updates daily, it can actually take up to 3 weeks for new registrations from the MVA to fully process and sync up. If you're caught in that 3-week window, you'll want to initiate a manual override. Just call your local Board of Elections directly. The county staff have access to the raw database and can verify your status immediately, totally bypassing those online delays. And here's another really important technicality. Under Maryland law, if you update your name or gender at the MVA 21 days or less before an election, it won't make it into the printed poll book in time. But again, no stress. If you fall into this late update category, you just need to vote using a provisional ballot and fill out a voter update form right there at your polling place. They'll verify your new details and your vote will absolutely be counted. Section 4, Registering or Updating Information. Let's look at the deadlines and your same-day options if your info is completely outdated. You'll definitely want to keep this timeline handy for the 2026 gubernatorial election. October 13th is your hard deadline for registering by mail or online. But what if you miss it? Well, Maryland offers an incredible safety net, same-day registration. You can literally register in person during the early voting period, which runs from October 22nd to the 29th, or right on Election Day itself on November 3rd. The absolute best part about same-day registration is the flexibility. You aren't strictly limited to a driver's license. If you recently moved, you can grab a recent bank statement, a paycheck, or literally tear open a utility bill that shows your name and new address, walk into the polling place, and get handed a ballot right on the spot. It really is that accessible. Bringing us to Section 5, Additional Resources and Tips. Let's make sure you have the smoothest voting experience possible. You definitely want to bookmark these official tools right now. The State Board of Elections website and their 800 hotline are your primary hubs. But honestly, you should really download the state's dedicated Go Vote Maryland mobile app. It puts polling place searches and ballot tracking right in your pocket. Third-party sites like Vote.org are also fine for a quick check, but just keep in mind they might have slightly different update frequencies than the official state sites. Okay, my absolute biggest tip for you today as an empowered citizen. Use that voter lookup tool not just to check your status, but to download your sample ballot before you even leave your house. Reviewing it at home means you know exactly what local races and ballot questions to expect. It makes your actual time in the voting booth fast, focused, and completely confident. As a quick reminder, this explainer is for informational purposes only. Viewers should consult official state resources, your local county board, or legal advisors for specific legal guidance regarding your unique voter registration and election scenarios. Your voice absolutely matters in the 2026 elections. Checking your status takes less than 2 minutes, but those decisions made at the ballot box, they impact your community for years to come. So, are you ready to take 2 minutes to check your registration status today? Share this explainer with your friends, family, and neighbors to promote civic engagement, and let's make sure everyone is ready when Election Day arrives.